Hey, Marshall Mathers the fourth here. I just want to tell you guys that I saw someone who commented on my last video that was titled "I'm a failure at life" or whatever, and pretty much suggested to some other subscriber of mine or whatever that an option would be that I could do volunteer work because that would give me more of a meaning and purpose in life. And honestly, no, it fucking wouldn't. If I'm going to get a job, if I'm going to work, it's going to be for money. I would not work for free. Unless I were an idiot or something. I'm extremely oppressed, deprived, and underprivileged compared to most people in this godforsaken, fallen, corrupt, backwards, twisted, upside down, messed up country. I've had it the worst. And I don't care what any of you motherfuckers have to say, honestly. Because whatever you have to say is just garbage. And how many more times do I have to say that I hate people who had gaming consoles and video games growing up since they were little kids, either in the 2000s or 2010s. How many more times do I have to make myself perfectly crystal clear that I'm extremely jealous and envious of them, and I hate them with my whole heart, every bone in my body, every cell of blood in my body. I hate kids who have gaming consoles and video games of their own. Or people who had gaming consoles and video games growing up either since the 2000s or in the 2010s. And I do not respect kids who get spoiled and privileged in that way, who grow up literally with a silver spoon in their mouths. I would never care about people like them. I would never love them. And you know what? I especially would never be friends with those kinds and types of people. And I do not respect teenagers who get jobs and who start working as young as, I don't know, 13, 14, or 15 years old and save up money and have their own income to completely and totally provide for themselves, even when they're still living with their parents. From either 13 to 17 or 13 or 15 to 17 or something like that. I do not care about, love, or respect people like that. I hate those people. And what do those people do? They buy gaming computers and video games to go with it. Teenagers. I hate you. If any of you teenagers got jobs and bought gaming computers, whether that be a gaming desktop or a gaming laptop, whether it was expensive or cheap, it doesn't matter. What matters is the fact that you had it and you were able to buy it with your own goddamn money. And for that, I hate you. And I'm extremely jealous and envious of you. Just know that. From here on out, I would never want to be your friend, or you my friend. I would never want to see you, even though I probably would, going out in public especially. But I would not want to talk to you, or interact with you in any shape, or form. But yeah, if I'm gonna get a job, you bet your ass I'm gonna do it for money. And I need and want money. This is a life or death matter. This is an emergency. The fact that I don't have a job at 22 years old where I'm making my own money and completely providing for myself, so at least I don't have to leech off my parents or be so dependent on them, which I am absolutely ashamed, guilty, and humiliated about. And, as a matter of fact, I hate myself because of that. And anyone who says or thinks that I'm young, you're full of shit. I'm not young. At least I do not feel young mentally. Why? Because I missed out on so much. I didn't get to experience so much at the young ages that most people get to experience certain specific things at, such as their own gaming consoles and video games that most people have since they're kids. I didn't get to have a job as a teenager that most people, in fact, do. I didn't get to have a girlfriend or lose my virginity. I didn't have a car or a driver's license as a teenager. I didn't have any gaming computer as a teenager, whether that be a gaming desktop or gaming laptop. So for someone who has never had any of those things for my own, I am old. And I definitely feel old because I realize that. And I've realized that since I was 15 years old, 7 years ago in 2012, when my life of hell began. And only got worse from there on out. And I need as much money as possible. You don't understand. You don't understand the misery I feel every day of my life 24/7. You have no idea. So don't even try to guess. Don't even try to, put yourself in my position. Put yourself in my shoes. You have no idea what it's like to live a life of absolute hell emotionally and mentally. You can try to imagine how I feel all you want, but at the end of the day, you have no clue. None of you do. What it feels like to truly suffer, what it means to be a miserable wreck. And a lot of you think I'm like totally negative or never happy. That's not true either. It just proves more of my point that none of you understand me or my life. There are times when I'm very happy, and the only times when I am is when I'm not on my cell phone. Or the internet, for that matter. The internet brings me nothing but stress, anxiety, agony, depression, and even suicidal thoughts emotionally and mentally. Why? Because all I see on the internet all the time, constantly, are people bragging and boasting about everything that they ever had, or still do have, or bought, or whatever, whether that be gaming consoles, the latest and greatest, video games, gaming desktop computers, gaming laptop computers. And that does bring me torment and torture, emotionally and mentally. Every night I go to bed, I'm never even at peace or calm. I'm always restless, even when I go to bed, because I can't stop thinking about what I never had, what I'm so deprived of, in the fact that I'm just really underprivileged and oppressed for someone born and raised in this country of America. And all the famous YouTube gamers I see constantly, and all the famous YouTube bloggers and vloggers, I hate, and I'm extremely jealous and envious of. And you know, for all of those of you who say hatred is a powerful word or a strong word, you can kiss my white, hairy ass. What are we in fucking preschool? Grow the fuck up and stop being a sensitive little pussy. I'm gonna hate as many people as I want, 'cause that's just who I am. Maybe I have a problem with myself, but hey, we're all crazy to an extent. Everyone on the face of this earth is. We're all flawed in some way. We're all imperfect. Some just more than others. And I happen to be one of those people who is more crazy than most people. And a lot more damaged and broken than most people. But I do smile a lot off camera. I laugh too. And I enjoy my time when I'm not on my phone or the internet. Because I hate my cell phone that I didn't even ask for in the first place. And as a matter of fact, I hate all mobile devices. But every electronic that I really wish I had for so many years, I never did have. So every electronic that I've ever wanted and just craved on such an insane level, I hate at the same time, because I never had it. So it brings me nothing but misery every time I see it, wherever the fuck I go, hear about it, wherever the fuck I go. Brings me nothing but pain, just utter pain. And I don't expect any of you to understand that, because you never will. Anyway, I'm out.